Hello everyone, Mimikins here. Today I'm going to look at more of the weapon changes the new expansion brings. This video will feature the light and heavy bowgun. I covered hammer and hunting horn in my last video, feel free to check it out. If you like my content, please like and subscribe to support the channel and I'll keep adding more. I play bowgun a lot, so I was very excited to see what Capcom had in store for it in the beta. Let's look at the light bowgun first. The LBG has flint shot like all the other weapons. It has a slightly different weapon command to access while the weapon is drawn. You need to hold the L2 aim button and press R3 to switch to firing the clutch claw and slinger ammo. The clutch claw weapon attack is quite fast on LBG and causes the monster to drop slinger ammo. If you forget to press the R3 and don't switch to this mode, you end up using Wyvernblast. In the beta I was given access to two LBGs, the Mammoth Bowgun and the Cross Blitzer. Both these guns have a huge selection of ammo types, with many ammos having the properties I like to see. That is low recoil, reload speeds for high mobility. Although there are a few with recoil +4 that you'll need to be careful of. Sometimes trying to heal a teammate with +4 recoil recovery shots can lock you in an animation, so long that you end up needing healed as well. I have been hoping Capcom will add in the ability to change mods at item boxes. I see no option to, however there is also no decoration tab, so it could still be possible that they add it. The bowguns have some new mods. These were the ones present in the beta, and I could only use what Capcom had slotted in, as there's limited access to areas of the game. Let's look at the evading reload. This mod allows you to reload while evading. To activate, just double tap the dodge button after firing a shot. This is the X button on PS4. Depending on how many evade reloads you equip will determine how much ammo will be reloaded. This gun has 2, so will reload 2 bullets. This mod works well for guns which have smaller clip sizes and long reload animations. It does mean that previous skills like maximum might to add additional affinity when stamina is full will become less effective when using this mod. It depends on your playstyle and ammo type how useful this mod will be. I don't think I would equip it for every LBG build I make, as I often avoid attacks by simply walking out the way. However, I do see instances where it could be really useful. The Wyvernblast mod changes your special ammo Wyvernblast, so it fires a set distance ahead of you. It has a hefty recoil and a very short detonation window, but if you can get a monster to trigger it, you will deal a large amount of damage. The blast will only trigger once. I do think this is useful, especially in fights where you may have difficulty getting near the monster for the regular Wyvernblast. The developer video makes it look very smooth, causing the monster to flinch. However, in-game it can be a bit trickier to use. Positioning and timing is important to deal the most damage. And even then, when you get the monster to trigger the blast, it doesn't always flinch, and can leave your character vulnerable due to the massive recoil. The mods are a nice addition, and I do like how the new guns have a huge variety of ammo to choose from, allowing one gun to fulfill many roles. Let's look at the heavy bowgun now. The HBG, like the LBG, requires the additional step of pressing R3 to switch to firing clutch and slinger ammo. However, when you are using this mode, your HBG shield will not work. So if you want to use the shield a lot, you want to be fast on using the slinger ammo or clutch claw. The weapon attack on the clutch claw changes depending on which special ammo type your gun has. I personally prefer the animation of the Wyvern Heart, it feels so satisfying. However, the Wyvern Snipe has a shorter animation. These attacks don't consume your special ammo bar or bullet. The HBG will soften the hide of a monster using this attack to create weak spots for additional damage. We had 2 guns to test out in the beta, the Cartilage Blaster and the Deadeye Destroyer. As you have probably noticed, each gun comes with an additional mod slot totaling 4. That there is already a buff. There's also 2 mods affecting special ammo, Wyvern Heart and Wyvern Snipe mod, along with a special scope. The Wyvern Heart mod will increase the damage modifier for continuous firing. The Wyvern Snipe mod changes Wyvern Snipe to a single shot which will deal massive damage to weak spots. It no longer pierces through the monster. Special scope, it's best to use this by pressing L2, triangle and circle, or selecting it from the radial menu. As if you use it from the item bar, it seems to make your character toggle between sheathing animations, so it takes longer to equip. This special scope makes your character go into first person mode and will amplify your damage if you shoot in supercritical range. This range is displayed by an orange reticule and has a brief audio cue as well. You can hold the R1 while aiming and move the right stick up and down to finely tune the range. The damage increase from firing at supercritical range is beastly. Wyvern Snipe was doing 537 without and 805 with, an increase of 50%. Normal Shots level 3 did 75 without and 98 with, an increase of 30%. This was easy to use on a stationary target, however in combat I found it quite cumbersome to use. The reduced field of view and the blurring made it difficult to see the monster, and it takes extra time to adjust the scope to fire in supercritical range. Otherwise the damage is the same as without the scope. With fast moving monsters like the Tigrex, it felt frustrating when it was continuously leaping between party members. The scope is going to take some practice to use. Pulled off correctly, it offers a good DPS increase. However, if you're slow at adjusting the range, you will lose DPS as time will be spent lining up shots rather than constantly firing. I need to spend more time with this mod, but I wanted to try out other weapons in my limited beta time. There have also been 2 other mods leaked on a Japanese site which aren't in the beta. They may have slightly different names come release since these were translated. Weight Booster, which makes your shots pierce more easily, increasing KO and exhaust damage. Speed Booster increases bullets velocity, extending range and critical distance. Overall, I'm more impressed by the heavy bowgun changes. I feel LBG mods are a little gimmicky, however the evade reload could be extremely potent on the right gun, and also for those who like evade playstyles. This is the beta and I am restricted somewhat. Capcom may have more to add, but I can only give you my opinion on what I've seen. Thanks for watching, please support the channel by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.